Hi everyone to your channel Fluently English. Today we'll speak a little bit about some useful phrases in business English, okay, or English at work. So these phrases are mostly used in official relationship with colleagues in workplaces. Okay, so there is the work, the first sentence or the first statement. So when worker is asked where or for which company or kind of where he is working, okay, usually we answer like this. For example, if I ask you where do you work, okay, so generally if it is the case, okay, so we use this kind of phrase, okay, I work for a large multinational company, okay, I work for a large multinational company. Then here we have the word work, which is usually correct when you are answering a question about your work. And we have multinational. We speak about the kind or the size of the company which you are working for. Okay, and obviously we design or we use the name of the structure, okay, which is a company. I think that this is obviously understood, okay. Then we have another question, which is generally or usually, what are you doing in work or at work? Okay, what are you doing at work? Or what is your real work? And the answer may be we manufacture components. Okay, so if your activity is about manufacturing, so you can say I manufacture, but usually we answer in the size of plural. Okay, so we manufacture components for our, and you tell the kind of the type of your industry where you are working. Or for which you are working. Okay, so in my example, I use this example, which is a car production. Okay, so we manufacture components for our car production plants in Europe. So the type of industry is a car production. And where has the activity is done, or where the plants or assets or the factories for our case, they are plants in Europe. Okay, so. And then we can also ask a question, which is, do your company has a lot of operations, or what is the size of the activities of your company? Okay, so in my example, the answer is the company has operations in over 50 countries. in over 50 countries. So, operations is the same of activities or manufacturing activities is more close to the meaning or the subject of our subject of this subject. Okay. So sorry. Let's continue. Carry on. Okay. So if we have another question, which is, do you do exportations? Okay. Or where you export to? The answer may be we export to Eastern Europe and the Far East. So we export to Eastern Europe and the Far East. It is relatively understandable sentence or answer. Then we carry on with the last one, okay, which is how much or how much you are covered your domestic production, or at what percentage you are participating in your domestic production. Okay, maybe, but in reality, we can encounter this sentence or another one. Okay, and in this case, the answer will be the domestic market accounts for about 40% of total production. The domestic market accounts for about 40% of our total production. I wish I help you with some new sentences usually used in business English or in workplaces. I am happy to be here with you, and I wish that you are expressing this feeling and take or learn some new information about watching my videos. So for this, I hope you like this video, and if you're not subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell in order to be notified by any new video dropped on this channel. Thank you again. Have a good time. See you next time. Thank you.